Christopher Nolan is highly regarded as one of the best directors working in film today. So let's take a look back at our retrospective review of the Dark Knight trilogy. I'm Matt from The Real Picture, hope you enjoy the video. He's the man behind modern classics such as Inception, Interstellar and Dunkirk. His unique vision and creativity with his stories is unmatched by any other filmmakers. His complex narratives, combined with stunning visual effects and set pieces, help craft original, engaging stories that have brought nothing but commercial and box office success. Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy has to be my favourite and most influential trilogy of the last 2 decades. His realistic story behind the Caped Crusader was a turning point in the superhero genre and in my interest towards film. Batman Begins. Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy gave a new lease of life to the Batman character, with a much needed darker revamp of the character after the complete mess that was Batman and Robin. The Caped Crusader's origin hadn't been covered in the films leading up to this point, and Batman Begins was a perfect introduction to the gritty, realistic world Nolan had built around the character. It's great to see the comic book characters brought to life with realism and seriousness, with the likes of Alfred and Commissioner Gordon being perfectly cast by Michael Caine and Gary Oldman. Chris Nolan and Christian Bale take time to flesh out the character of Bruce Wayne. We spend a lot of time with the man behind the mask. We see what drives the character, his motivations, the people around him, the world he lives in, and why he feels the need to protect the city. The story perfectly builds to the moment Wayne introduces the world to the masked vigilante. The Dark Knight was the perfect continuation of the story, considered more of a crime thriller than a superhero film. Chris Nolan takes the world and characters he's built and develops them further, delving deeper into Bruce Wayne's moral code. The characterization of Heath Ledger's Joker is the most talked about aspect of the film, and it's easy to see why. Heath Ledger brings a dark and unpredictable atmosphere to the character. We never know what he's going to do or say next. This is a version of the character we hadn't seen before, and is unmatched by any other performances since then. The film opens with an incredible bank heist, and the film never lets up from there. Joker takes control of the city, Gotham becomes his playground, and he's an unstoppable force of chaos. The action sequences between Batman and the Joker are thrilling. The interrogation scene in which Joker pushes Batman's moral compass to its limit is the best scene of the trilogy, which is all balanced with engaging side stories, such as Bruce Wayne's relationship with Rachel, the control of the mob, and the introduction of Harvey Dent. It's the destruction of Harvey Dent's image as a symbol of Gotham's true hero that I personally find the most enthralling. Joker proves that even Harvey Dent and Batman, Gotham's symbols of hope, can fall. With The Dark Knight, Chris Nolan has crafted a perfect story that challenges Batman better than anyone could. 10 years on, and no other Batman stories have matched this one. Dark Knight Rises. The story picks up 8 years after The Dark Knight's close. There's finally peace in Gotham. Crime is at an all-time low, and Batman is nowhere to be seen. I see this film as a great character study on Bruce Wayne. We explore how the mental and physical challenges of the last film have taken its toll on the character. Bruce Wayne feels lost without his Batman alter ego. He's completely shut himself off from the world. He's a shell of the man he once was. I felt the character of Bane, giving Bruce Wayne a villain who physically outmatches him and breaks the Batman, literally.
So you came back to...
This is a great change up to the moral challenge the Joker provided. Tom Hardy fully commits to the role, as Bane commands a strong and powerful presence on screen. The inclusion of Anne Hathaway as Catwoman was also refreshing to see, although her relationship with Bruce Wayne feels slightly forced, but I did love seeing them team up on screen. The pit in the second act provides a strong metaphor for Bruce Wayne's mental state, as he struggles to build up the will and drive he once had to become Batman again and save the city. It's a little too on the nose, but the moment where he finally makes the climb and escapes the pit feels earned, as Bruce Wayne believes in himself as the Batman again. The theme of redemption and rising up to fight against the destruction of Gotham can be felt throughout the film. The city feels like its own character, at first being crippled by Bane's control, but eventually standing together to fight. Catwoman tries to leave her life of crime, lies and deception behind her, as Bruce Wayne helps her to decide if she wants to do the right thing and look out for others, not just herself. Commissioner Gordon struggles to deal with the guilt of hiding the truth behind Harvey Dent's actions, as they're revealed by Bane. His desperate attempts to save the city in the final act are powerful. and he earns the respect he deserved for everything he'd been put through. After an amazing final action set piece where Batman finally defeats Bane. We do get a plot twist with the daughter of the League of Shadows, but that feels too predictable and just didn't work for me. Bane's demise is also handled way too quickly, as the character is instantly shot down. This felt like a bit of an afterthought and was underwhelming for a character that demanded so much physical presence and strength throughout the film. Also, the inclusion of Joseph Gordon-Levitt's Blake being revealed as Robin feels like too much of a nod to the fans. The closing minutes with Bruce Wayne leaving the life as Batman behind and finally living his own life with Selina Kyle was emotional and felt like a perfect end to the character. I felt the final moments hinting at Blake taking on the mantle as Gotham's protector after Batman's supposed death felt like the right way to close the story. In the end, Christopher Nolan ends the trilogy with an action-packed yet emotional close that delves deep into Bruce Wayne's psyche and provides a satisfying conclusion to everyone's story. So that's what I thought of Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy, but what did you think? Be sure to let us know. I'm Matt for The Real Picture, hope you enjoyed the video.